Yo, what's up YouTube? It is your boy here, Carrot Fiber, aka the real Ric Flair, and today I'm back with yet another gaming video. And today we're going to be reviewing the Atari Flashback X by Atgames. Now, I'm a huge fan of the Atgames products, but I am not crazy about Atari 2600s. I've played them, I've had them, they're everywhere. Everywhere you go, you see them. But I picked this up recently for 10 bucks at a local flea market, so I figured, why not? So right off the bat, you see it says it has 110 built-in games, 2 wire controllers, 720p HD output, which is HDMI, save and resume games feature, and rewind games. And also, right there off the bat, you can see it has Space Invaders, Asteroids, Hero, Jungle Hunt, River Raid, Pitfall, Frogger, and Centipede. Now let's take a look at the back here, where it shows a lot more games on the back. I don't know how good you can see that, but it shows a whole lot more list. So now let's take a look at what's actually inside the box. Alright, so as you can see, it does come with, in fact, 2 controllers. Now, this one here is a controller you're going to want to be playing with if you're playing by yourself. And whoever has this controller is going to be able to control the whole thing pretty much, because you have a menu button, select button, start button, and a rewind button on there, which I thought was pretty cool. But if you look at the secondary controller, none of that extra good stuff. None of that. So, let's take a look at the actual system itself. So as you see, it looks just like an Atari 2600, but incredibly shrunken down. I mean, it literally fits in the palm of my hand. Now, I like how it has that power on and off switch, left difficulty, right difficulty, game select, and game reset, which you don't really need to use any of that, to be honest. And then the HDMI port, and this takes a regular Android cell phone charger in the back. One thing I thought was a little odd is the controls plugins are in the back of the console. But let's go ahead and take a look at and see what's all on here. Alright, and right off the rip, you're going to notice a few things, such as the background music is really cool. And the whole interface menu is pretty nice. And I wouldn't actually mind leaving this playing like on one of my other TVs just to have this music in the background. It's pretty chill. So let's go ahead and take a look at what we got over here. We have recently played, alphabetical, Atari games, paddle games, settings, and about. In the settings, you can change the actual background of the games. So I'm going to leave it with black. And let's go up here to alphabetical and just take a look at the game list we have here. There is 11 pages total of games. You're starting off, you got Adventure 1, Adventure 2. You got Bean Rider, Blackjack, Bowling. You've got a lot of basically heavy hitter titles for the Atari 2600. Like Desert Falcon, Dodge 'em, Combat 1 and 2. Frogger's on here. And the first few times I actually ran through this playing it, it took me forever to find Pong, but Pong is on here. It's definitely not the OG Pong though. Haunted House. Haunted House is kind of a wild game. Takes a minute to get the hang of it. Return to Haunted House is pretty wild too. And Secret Quest is pretty good. It's on here. So let's take a look at how well they actually run on the system. So to start off with, we're going to run... Where did it go? I want the cowboy one. There you go, Outlaw. Yeah, there it is. And also it gives a description of the game right there, which I thought was kind of neat too. So let's go ahead and jump on into it. Now, the thing is, you can hit the select, will actually change the way it looks. Crap, I accidentally hit menu, sorry about that. There we go. So yeah, you hit start. Oh, that ain't actually doing nothing. Let's see what's going on here. Oh, okay, I know what's wrong with it. Alright, so there we go, I fixed that. I had it plugged into the wrong slot. But, you hit the select button, and that'll change what's going on. I think I want 7. So you got all these different modes here. Oh, definitely don't want that one. I want 7, because he'll fight me then. I think he fights, yeah. Alright, so let's go. Hit start. Oh, he doesn't fight on this one. Boom, I actually love this game. So if you got 2 people to play with, boom. But as you see, it runs pretty smooth. I don't know what's going on with the camera, like reflection off the TV. I don't know what's going on with that. But that's not really how it looks. So let's go ahead and try out another game. So what you're going to do to change it is just hit the menu button, which I thought was pretty cool. I can either save the game if I want, or quit. I'm going to go ahead and just hit quit. Boom, hit that again so you back all the way out. And what was that other one I really wanted to show? Oh, here we go. We'll do some secret quests. This game's a little bit wild because you have to make sure every time you kill an enemy, you either get energy or you get oxygen, and basically if you run out of that, the game's over. You run out of either one, really. And so first you got to put in a little name. So let's put AA, and bam. The soundtrack isn't bad to this game. There we go. Energy. And these enemies do get harder to kill. Like right now I'm killing them with 1 hit. This is probably 2. Yep. 3. There we go. Get over here. There we go. And as you see the energy and oxygen bar down there, oxygen's white, energy's yellow. Crap. There we go. I think once we go up here, it's a dead end. Yep, dead end. Get out of there. So I see it runs pretty smooth. Sorry about the lines in the TV. I don't know why that's doing that on the camera. It's only on the camera. Don't know why it's doing that for real. Don't do that with no other game. There, I thought we were done for right there. Guess we can't do nothing with that. Let's get out of here then. I'm running low. And I'm gassed. Oh well. Let's go check out another one then to see how it runs. I'm just showing y'all how it runs right now. How well some of the games do. Pretty much there's no issue with none of these. I mean, it would be kind of hard to have an issue, really, with any of these, considering the fact that it's Atari 2600 games. So, it would be insanely hard to have any issues. So let's go ahead and do Return to Haunted House. This game is kind of odd. Like right here you pick this up. I'm not quite sure exactly what that is. But then you'll go up here, go to this way, then you go up, and then you're about to come into your first zombie. You take your stick there, and then bam, you walk into it. You got a little flashlight. Which really doesn't make much sense, considering the fact that there's nothing you can do there. Crap. There we go. But now we're about to have a roast. So let's get down here. First one pops up there. I don't really know how to get rid of them. What? See, I'm not quite sure what to do there with them. But you see that runs pretty smoothly. There we go. Back out of that. Now let's do a few more. I would say we do Adventure 1 and 2, but those games are kind of hard to explain. Very kind of fun, kind of fun. Atari Climber. Let's go ahead and try some basketball. Alright, so now I got the ball. I'm gonna shoot it. Dang. Look at my guy dribbling. Boom! Did I get it? Yay, I did. Sweet. I take the ball. Ah. Let's go. See, it's really great if you have somebody to play it with. Take that ball. Give me that. Just give it to me. Dang. Give me that. Oh! Alright, so I see how that one runs pretty good. I think I'm gonna do one more game. But really, what I think about this whole console is they put a lot of effort and thought into it for just the 2600 clone, because there's so many other 2600 clones and Genesis clones out there. There's millions of different companies doing it, basically. And I think they really outdone themselves with this, because look at the interface, the menu here. They didn't have to do all that. Especially with the background music and everything too. And then they actually put in the cover art of each game, and they gave a brief description of each game too. Blunt and to the point description for sure. You know, and then you have all these different options like changing the wallpaper and all that good stuff. Like, they put a lot of effort into this. And I remember when this first came out, you know, Dollar General was selling these for like 20 bucks. They were always on sale, you know. Trying to throw them out. Same thing with the Sega handheld ones they came out with. I need to get me one of them, though. Those are cool. And those you can actually stick an SD card in. But even back then you could. So let's go ahead and put in Adventure, which I think this is one. No, this is Adventure 1. Okay. Yeah, we'll do Adventure 1 then. Let's go ahead and just run it. See what it looks like. Alright, so you can go ahead and grab this key. Go through here, I think. Bop. Bop. Go grab the bow. I think I'm gonna grab the bow. Crap. No. Yeah, I'm gonna grab the bow. Sweet. Go down. Now my green little blip. Got him. Go up here, see what we got going on. Skibby. Ah, dang it. The mazes are kind of hard to figure out. Oh, crap. Phew, look at all that. I gotta figure all that out. So let's go this way, and then we're gonna back out all the way back out here. Do this. Got him. Take the key. Which, if you take the keys, though, you leave behind all of that. Don't really want to leave behind my, whatchamacallit, weapon. Yeepers. Alright. So now you've seen that. So basically, I'm gonna rate this, even though I don't like Atari 2600s much at all. And it's not because they're bad systems. It's just because I've had them. I've had a million Atari 2600s, a million 5200s or 5600, whatever they are. You know, I've had a million of them. Had containers full of Atari games. You know, all that good stuff. And everybody and their brother has made an Atari classic. You know. But I do have to say, Atgames really done a great job. What would have been really cool if they had done is make it like they did their Genesis and make it to where you could shove your Atari 2600 carts into this one. That'd be cool. But then again, it is Atari 2600. They're still being made, so nothing to really poop about there. But I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10. Even though I'm not a fan of Atari, but they just put so much into it, you know, that you can't say this is a bad system. Is it something I'm going to play every day? Of course not. If I have somebody with me, yeah. Well, I hope y'all like this video. If you want to see more, let me know.